Well, our next guest has a new column grading President Biden's first year in office. It's called The Not So Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. Here to talk about it is Joe Concha, media columnist for The Hill. Professor Concha, welcome to you, sir. Let's put the report card up on the screen if we can, because it appears to me that President Biden is not going to make the summa cum laude list anytime soon. The economy, inflation, D, crime, D, COVID, C, border immigration, F. And you know, Joe, that little note that teachers have to write at the bottom of the report card, what would your note say?
Needs improvement and needs to apply himself much more. Because, Trace, with any presidency, it always comes down to basic themes, right? How's the economy doing? In terms of safety and security, how's the country doing on that front? And execution, are you delivering what you ran on? Are you executing in terms of doing a good job for the American people? And by any objective measure, the president is failing on all these fronts. On the economy, for example, inflation's now at a 40-year high, and that was the story on this front in 2021. And now we know it wasn't transitory, by the way, or isn't transitory, as we were told for many months. It's likely going to be with us throughout 2022. Polls show that a solid majority of Americans, about 7 in 10, blame Mr. Biden for his handling of inflation. And the administration, here's the execution part, Trace, keeps saying that the solution is to spend trillions more through Build Back Better, because they say it will somehow lower inflation and lower the deficit. It's enough to make your hair hurt, Trace.
Yeah, and you know, the whole thing is the report card from the American people is not exactly stellar. I mean, you look at these polls, and this really is the American report card, and the RCP average, you put them on the screen, his approval at 43%, disapproval 53%. I mean, just in 1 year, Joe, that is a 30-point negative swing for the president, and that is fairly stunning. I mean, it hasn't happened since World War II to any president.
That's the thing, right? Yeah, you look at those numbers, you say 43%. Okay, that's not horrible. It's not what a president would want, obviously. But when you came in the high 50s and you're already down to this number of 43 in just 1 year, and the shift up in terms of disapproval, that is very alarming, I'm sure, for this administration. And look, we also now live, obviously, in a more expensive country. We just talked about that. But are we less safe? And you just saw Garrett Tenney's report from Chicago earlier, and the horrific numbers we're seeing out of there. It's so indicative of so many cities and towns across this country. It bears repeating, Trace. 16 cities, all run by Democratic mayors, by the way, set homicide records in 2021. Right. Yet you have the president and the vice president, former attorney general, district attorney, by the way, they barely speak about it. So what was to fund the police at the beginning of 2021 is now refund the police in 2022. This issue will absolutely be important in the midterms, and that's not good news for this president and the blue team in general, Trace.
And you can only wonder, Joe, what the numbers would be if the media really was fully covering the crime crisis and fully covering the border crisis. Those numbers, one would assume, might dip down even lower.
One would think, right? Because again, numbers are, they're tough to talk about in cable news because you throw out a number like I'm about to. 2.2 million people will have crossed the border illegally this year into Texas, into Arizona, all those southern states. And you say, what's 2.2 million exactly? Is that really a lot of people? Let's put it this way. You take the total population of Denver or Boston or Washington, D.C., and triple that number, multiply by 3. That's what 2.2 million is. And yet here we have, again, execution. We have an absentee landlord in the White House, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who was put in charge of this, of course. They're using a head-in-the-sand approach, which is they hope the problem will go away, and by the media not covering it, maybe they'll get their wish. But we see the images on our screen here on Fox every day and other outlets that are doing their job, but it's few and far between. And again, they're polling in the 20s in terms of their handling of the border and immigration, and those are numbers that you do not want in an election year, Trace.
Yeah. Joe Concha, good to see you, sir. Thank you.
Great to see you, sir. Have a good one.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.